Welcome back to Lap of the World. If you're just joining us, we've shipped our NSX from the US to Europe, and then we've taken a racetrack tour that started with the Circuit de la Sarthe at Le Mans Classic, continued to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, and we now pick you up from a probably predictable locale in Germany. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Richard.
I'm Liz.
This is Lap of the World, and we are in fact,
This is the Nürburgring.
You can see the Devil's Diner there behind us, and we have just completed another lap. Now, aside from the obvious, Liz, why are we at the Nürburgring?
To drive around it.
Yes, but it's also, that was the other reason. The obvious reason is that it's the 11th anniversary of us getting engaged at the castle that is, I don't know, a mile or two that way. And so we wanted to come back and celebrate while we were over here, and so we do appreciate Bart and some other people hooking us up with a rotor so we could come over here and continue to be irresponsible in flogging a car with spare rotors on it, but it's fine. We did one lap, that's all we're here for. We now no longer have to explain that, no, it's just me that's been around the Nürburgring. The car has now done it too, and great success, although lots of yielding to the every possible Porsche GT3 back here, but very busy day. You're here on a Sunday.
Yep, here on a Sunday. So now we are going to maybe go find the castle, and Richard can propose again.
Right. See if she'll keep me. But anyhow, yeah, we'll pick you guys back up from our road from here back to Spa, and then probably up to the Netherlands, and that'll, we're getting close to the end of our adventures in Europe, but we'll continue to take you along for the ride, but wanted to update you on this. So for now, though, here is a very, what would you call this, responsibly enthusiastic lap of the Nürburgring. The Nordschleife after, 10 years?
Yes, 10 years. Because we came here before we got engaged, after we got engaged, and then after we got married.
At this point, past me needed to focus a bit, as I'm no Misha and can't just chat my way around a fast lap of the Nordschleife, so current me will add a little more context to what we're doing. First, Liz, if you were curious, is holding her hair to keep it from blowing in front of the other camera, for all the good that did with the sensor deciding that low light mode was the play. Hence the lack of view out the front right now, I'm sorry. Second, our original plan for the ring was to head over on a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon, a weekday, outside of the weekend scrum, load a ring card and do a few laps, making sure we got good footage, worked up to some speed, and then following that with an evening dinner in town. However, since that plan died along with a pair of rear rotors, we took the buy down to a single lap to stay out of trouble, not have any more brake issues, and since we were only doing one, then we could justify going on the Sunday to hit our actual anniversary date in spite of the weekend crowd. Being here on a Sunday, it's always pretty chaotic. Remember, this is not a track day. Touristenfahren, or tourist driving, is a period of time where the old section of the Nürburgring is treated effectively like a de-restricted toll road. You are still obliged to follow normal traffic laws like the German's Rechtsfahren, mandating only passing on the left and an obligation to yield to faster traffic, but there is of course no speed limit except for one section of the track. Speaking of traffic, the traffic during our lap ranged from an original Beetle to stuff like this much faster Beetle. So you do have to both watch your closing speed and also the closing speed of those coming from behind you. With that out of the way, I've done my best to show you as much as is usable of our footage, and also found some cameos from others trackside to splice in further along the lap. So look forward to that, and otherwise we will pick you up after we pit back in. Doing okay?
Yep.
Okay. A little bit of a rhythm now. I got most of the traffic that's right behind us. Foxhole. And with that, we'd come full circle. It was a somewhat conservative lap, no helmets, some luggage, and mindful of our tenuous rear brake situation, but it was still quicker than Sabine in a van, and that's all one can really ask. Leaving the chaos of Sunday TF behind, Liz and I wound back through the town of Nürburg and up to the namesake castle for a walk down memory lane, or up the memory hill in this case. It was here to the day back in 2014 that I asked, and Liz said, of course, to what I think has been a pretty apropos 11-year adventure since, starting atop a castle for my queen with the world's greatest racing circuit as a backdrop. I think we've done a decent job of living up to what we started on top of Nürburg's tower, which was unfortunately closed for renovations this time. But we made do, and if we needed an excuse to come back again soon, then there you go. With a fortunately warmer photo to mark the occasion, all that was left was an early dinner on the patio at the Piston Klaus and the drive back to Spa. Thanks so much for joining us on this trip so far, and we'll pick you back up in Belgium in the next one as we resume our travels.